Hi guys, welcome back. You know what? It's a little too bright for my liking. There we go. I can never get it right. You know, I have cats. And if you know, you know. And they got in this morning. And last night and knocked over my poor ring light. I've had this ring light since 2020. It's gone through some stuff. This ring light could talk. Oh no. Poor ring light. It's been through some trauma. So I'm super grateful for it still working. But yeah, it got knocked down this morning and last night. So yeah, I want to change. I'm going to make some changes though, because I'm a little bit, I don't know. Yeah, just need a little bit of change. Anyway, cancers. The person on your mind. Alright, let's do this, guys. Yeah, we are going to be more consistent. I had a big party last weekend, and oh my god, the week before and the week after, I could not. I'm still not fully recovered, but I'm at least enough that I can somewhat function. So, yeah, here we are. Alright, Cancer, the person on your mind. You got the Four of Swords. So this person is healing. Jupiter and Libra. They're taking a respite from, you know, when, okay, like kind of like how I was talking about how I've been so sick, or well, I've been sick and tired, like overdoing it caused my autoimmune condition to flare up, which I basically just I did what I could, but mostly I just rested, right? But you know how your house, like, it becomes like a little bit messy. You eat in bed, which is, you know, something I don't usually do, but if I'm sick enough, I'll like bring my food and sit in bed, and you know, there's like plates, and it's not a mess, it's just kind of like things fall where they may, right? But I do get that this person is they're taking respite, but from not from, I don't think they're taking a break from work. I think what they're doing is taking a break from other things that were pulling on them that they knew they had no business doing, right? I feel like this person is allowing themselves, they had this idea of their lives having to be a certain way and them having to be a certain way. Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles, they're creating with Sun in Virgo. They're creating, they're working, and I feel like they're very focused on something specific here, because they're very, like, look, let me show you the card. They're very focused. Everything else is a little bit messy around them, but they're on the keyboard, or not on the keyboard, on the oh my gosh, not the printer, whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I'm still a little bit this morning, so, but they are, like, I'm telling you, it's when you get inspired, when you've been out of it for a minute, and all of a sudden you get inspiration, and you start just like, you know what it's giving like writer's block. You know when somebody has writer's block, and then all of a sudden an epiphany hits, but the whole week before they've just been like clamoring around, eating nachos, like trying to figure out how to, right, like get the juices flowing, and then finally it hits, and it doesn't matter what you're wearing, what you're doing, you run to the typewriter and you start to get to work, and this person is like producing, like this person is just their vision, they're creating, they have a masterpiece that they're working on, It's giving their, you know, their symphony. They're working on their symphony. Wow. Let's see. And once they're done with their symphony, everything else around them is going to be cleaned up, right? But you don't, when that idea hits, nothing else around you matters. Once you get to the end and you know exactly what it is that you're trying to create, that's when you start to, like, you know, with the Two of Wands, yeah, they're making a choice, or they're making a choice. There's several eggs that have hatched here, and I'm getting like my it's weird because my right thigh, my right leg, which is, oh my gosh, I'm so out of it. My right thigh, the hairs are sticking up, but it's my thigh all the way down to my calf, which the right side is father, right? Mother, no, is it father or mother? Maybe it's no, maybe it's mother. Wait. Yeah, maybe this is mother. No, I think this is father. Yeah. So it's giving a choice in, they want to dominate. They want to dominate in something. It's giving like they have several eggs, several ideas that have hatched, and they're gonna come in and dominate in this area. With the Four of Wands at the bottom, I feel like maybe this is home. Maybe they've made a decision about what they want to do, an action they want to take, a particular, maybe this is about a relationship. Maybe this is about them choosing, finally choosing. I'm getting choosing exactly what they want. They finally made a choice about exactly what they want, and I feel like this person, when they want something, they dominate this area. Like, it doesn't matter. No, like, whoever this is, if they want something, they go after it, and they become, they dominate over whatever this is. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. Jupiter again. Wait. Yeah, Jupiter in Libra. Jupiter, this is giving Sagittarius. Look, this is just, the Wheel of Fortune is turning for them because they finally hit the nail on the head, and they've creation is beginning. They're actually making the wheel turn because they've made the decision that they want to take dominion over something that's hatching, and they want to create, they're creating a good karma, they're creating abundance. It's almost giving like they are, I feel very cloudy, and I don't know if it's you guys or if it's me, but I'm trying to, like, the way the messages are coming in, they're wanting the wheel to turn in their favor with 10 here. And again, 10, yeah, they're holding the bag. They're holding the bag. And there's all these things that's circling them. There's food, there's wrenches, there's tires, there's hammers. It's almost like they're starting to build a future. I just heard, if you build it, they will come. So I don't know if this is a new project that they're working on, or if this is like them finally deciding that they want to, let's say they want to start a family. They're building a home for the family to come in, right? It's almost like they're like, if you build it, they will come. If you set it all up, you will have you have it ready for your family to come in. And this person is like, I don't even know, their energy is powerful. It's making me like salivate. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups. Yep, for the Queen of Cups. They are setting things up for the Queen of Cups here, which you're Cancer, right? The Queen of Cups, the water. With the Three of Swords here at the bottom, I feel like there's been some kind of heartbreak. They've healed through some heartbreak, or there's been some heartbreak. It's almost like, okay, I heard I can fix that. I can fix that. I feel like you, my Cancers, whoever I'm talking to, are very different. You guys are very different. You guys are very connected to sea life. It's giving Snow White, but of the sea, right? Because even with Little Mermaid, she didn't really like take control of the ocean. She just really wanted to get the hell out of there and wanted to go to walk with humans. And this is giving somebody that has like a Cancer, like that has that power over the sea, that can move waters, oceans. Their emotions are, you know, like anything that's underwater they can talk to, and they love and loves them back, that kind of thing. It's giving a weird, I don't know if you guys have seen The Boys. If you haven't, I'm not saying go watch it. It's a you have to be very open palette to enjoy that show, because even I was like, whoa. And I'm like pretty open-minded. The things I think, I'm like, but that show was a little bit like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I feel like you guys are very different. Even the way you dress, it's almost giving like like, you know, those little kids when they're young, and they're like, I want to dress myself, and then they come out looking like a circus clown, and you're just like, yeah, you look great. I personally didn't give a shit. I would allow my kids to dress how they wanted to, and I would take them out that way. I do not care about society's expectations or people being like, why is she dressed like? I don't give a shit. My kids do what they want, as long as they're not hurting anybody, right? I remember one time we went to Lagoon, which is like our version of Disneyland. My kids love it there. And my daughter was walking through the amusement park eating an avocado, like an apple. And people were just like, did you see that girl? She's eating. And we're just like, she's eating an avocado. What's the problem? But we're just very, we're a different breed, right? Like, we don't give a shit about society norms and stuff like that. So it's giving that, but this is giving like somebody who is connected to themselves. They are their weird selves. They're abundant, but in a different way. Like, they could be abundant with, they could have money, but that's not like what they value per se. This person obviously has a value of money. They understand the value of money, but that's not what it's about, right? This person has a connection to animals. This person has a close connection to animals. And I feel like this is you guys, Cancer. I feel like this is who I'm channeling. With the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they want to change their fortune with this Queen of Cups. Which I feel like for you guys, Cancer, it's you, right? Alright, let's start to clarify. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't drink coffee, but if I did, I would drink some right now. I drink water and something else, which I'm actually quitting that too, but there's nothing to drink. No, I love water. I could literally, like, Alright, let's clarify. Okay, so I'm gonna do these oracles. I don't remember the names. But these are very, I love these, but they're very like 5D for me, honestly. So I got those, and then I mixed these 3 decks, and these are a little bit more grounded. Like they'll kind of tell you off, like I'm glad it's done kind of thing. Because I don't feel like we should sit here and be like, oh yeah, I love you so much. I'm sure they feel like that, but there's a lot of things that they would say that is not in that form, right? Something's hitting. Let's clarify the Four of Swords. Let's clarify the Four of Swords. Whoa. I miss our friendship. Yeah. Maybe they're even writing you a letter. Please trust me. I don't know, guys. I actually... The energy I'm getting from this person, like if you're dealing with somebody who you know is a man-child and you would not put any trust in, like, look, a lot of people, especially men, I have 2 ex-husbands and 1 toxic relationship. I mean, I dated, but none of those got serious, right? But it was always, I was always the masculine, right? And you have to be, because if a man doesn't step up to be a man, somebody has to be the man and has to take control of the things. And I have allowed people to take over as a man, and they just can't do it. They can't step up. They'd rather sit in their feminine energy, which is, you know, is not necessarily toxic. Some do have toxic femininity, but they just, no. So I feel like what they're doing is they're basically writing out, it's almost like they're writing out your future. It's like they're writing out your future, like, okay, this is what I want to do, we're gonna plan this. This person, I would trust this person. If he's like, let me take lead, you got it, sir. I would love to be in my feminine energy. You be the man, and I will finally surrender to my soft era, right? My soft girl era. Because you don't always want to be in that masculine. It's tiring. It's tiring. It's exhausting to always be in that era and also have to still, you know, give into your feminine era, right? When you're, let's say, a single mother, working, all of those things, right? I could go way deep into this rabbit hole, but that's not what this is about. We're already like 17 minutes in. Clarifying the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm making my way back to you. This person wants to work with you, though. See, I was gonna say that when I saw this, I was like, maybe you're working with a son, but I said no, and then I didn't say anything. I feel like this person wants to work with you with the 8 of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo, and that's a very good energy to work in because they're very grounded and they're very organized. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, somebody that has Virgo in their chart, somebody that has also Libra very strongly. There's 2 Libra, but there's also Jupiter. So and then with the Dominion, it's clarified by I need to take this slow. So they want to dominate the field, but remember, when you start in something that, let's say, you've never delved in a certain level before, you want to take it slow, because when you want to dominate something, you don't come in and be like, oh, I'm here, I took over this land. No, you study the land, you study the water, you study the creatures around it, you learn your surroundings, you learn your people, you learn, you know what I mean? Like, you have to study to be able to dominate in a certain field, right? Doctors don't finish school and then become the highest in their field. They have to dominate. They become great at what they're doing. Wheel of Fortune. Let's clarify Wheel of Fortune. I wished for you. Oh my God. This person is manifesting you. I'm telling you. I'm seeing like what is it? The Bob Barker, The Price is Right, where they turn the wheel. Is that the one? Because I never really watched. I think I watched it maybe once or twice when I was home from school sick. Yeah, this person is this person is turning the wheel on their own. They said, this is what I want, and I'm turning the wheel. This is what I want. This is exactly what I want in my life. Now, let's clarify the Queen of Cups. What is that noise? never done that before. Although I did have to take my whole table down because I needed it for the party. That's annoying me. Meet me at the Bridge of the Heart. Oh my god, this is so cute, Cancer. Oh my goodness. Meet me at the Bridge of the Heart. This person wants to meet you halfway. I do feel like they want to take the lead, which, listen, again, if a man is able to lead, I would give in naturally, okay? I would give in naturally. If a man is able to lead and get shit done, which is something I've never had the pleasure of seeing or having in my life, I would so just give it, right? But it's when a man says they want to be the man and they want to lead, but they don't have that in them because they're not leaders. That's the problem. I don't feel like you guys, Cancers, want to just lead and be led. I do feel like you want to walk hand in hand. But I actually feel like there's two leaders, but in different genres, right? I don't feel like you're just a follower. You lead in your own venue, but they lead so that you can... okay, so what I'm seeing is basically somebody planting a rose, almost like Beauty and the Beast, but instead of wilting, it's allowing. So when so I'm seeing somebody, it doesn't have a male, but a masculine that wants to lead, that wants to protect you while you bloom. Somebody that allows you to bloom, because I feel like Cancers, you guys have given so selflessly and have, you guys, I say you guys, but honestly I am a Cancer. I'm a Cancer stellium. I have like 5 Cancer placements in my chart. We tend to give so much, and it comes to a point where we call it all back, but we're having to start not from ground zero. We're having to start from a whole different place and having to build up again. But because people love our energy, and they either hate us or love us, but for the same reasons, right? And so even when we're alone, we're always getting bombarded, we're getting targeted, we're getting all this stuff. It's very difficult to grow when you're in surroundings that are volatile, right? So I'm getting somebody that wants to come in to protect you so you can bloom to your highest potential. Oh, this is making me want to cry. Like, I just see this flower that just starts to like expand and then you become like this high, and then you it's not even like you need, like you're able, you're safe. That's what I feel like you've never had. You've never had the safety of anyone before, right? And it's very hard to let your light shine or let your things, you know, your gifts come out when you're not safe. Let's switch decks, and let me just we'll go through here though, because I want to make sure that, what would they say? The hidden truth. I have like 3 decks mixed in one. Clarify the 4 of Swords. Let's see. Person on Cancer's mind. I love you. Oh my god, I love this reading. No, they love you. I know I made a mistake. I don't feel like this is an ex. I feel like this is maybe a situationship. I am not getting something very heavy. I am getting more like other stuff. Maybe like false starts. Maybe like maybe even ghosting. Maybe misconnections kind of thing. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson, yeah, and balance, yeah. Like, I feel like this person, you met them and they weren't ready and they had to balance themselves. And I feel like the same thing happens, you know, when you meet someone and they're not ready. It's because you two have something to have to balance out in your life, right? We all have things that we're working on. Fate, this is a destined partnership. Cancers, I don't think we've ever had a read like this. And then last one for the Queen of... I don't know what that noise is. It's pissing me off. Hey, whatever you guys are doing over here, stop it. Oh, I think I know what it is. It says, I've been struggling. Yeah, I feel like your person has been struggling. An external party is intruding on this relationship. I am so attracted to you. There's a lot. I'm not going to go deep into it. You are safe and divinely protected. And then it says, put away the computer. There's better things to do. So yeah, it says, I want to be more than friends. And then it says twin flame, dude. This is your divine counterpart. So I feel like maybe they made a choice between two people, but I don't feel like you were in a relationship with them. It feels like it was something light, and they made a choice to go a different route, and they made a mistake. But again, it's not really a mistake. Sometimes the universe sees you're not ready, and you're gonna fuck around and lose something that is meant to be great. Especially when you're talking about like high level power couples. They're meant to bring change into this world. They need you guys together, but they need you guys together at least a certain point of healed, right? So sometimes when you ask the universe for your partner, they'll send in a karmic. So that you can see where it is that you're not budging, that you're not letting ego, that you're not allowing the universe to come in and make the changes that need to be made, right? All right, Cancers, let's get you some guidance card. I love this reading for you. You know what? I didn't even feel the need to put on my protection oil. I will use my spiritual detox oil after this though, but I feel so light and airy and wonderful and just kind of like love drunk. I'm here for it. Sacred space. Nemetona. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Yes. Make sure you are keeping up with your altar. Make sure you're speaking to your guides, your ancestors especially. Because they're helping right now a lot. They're literally, this family lineage, whatever lineage you're in, they're trying to get this lineage together. This has been set up for, I feel like, lifetimes, to be honest. Leap of faith. Yes, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Cancers, I love you guys so much. I think this is an amazing look, Isis, past life. The situation involves your past life memories. See what I mean? Didn't I just say, or did I think it? I said I feel like you guys have been before, but you guys haven't been able to make it. But your guys have been working on this to get you guys together, because there's something great. I even feel like you guys are meant to have a child where you guys bring up a different DNA into the world. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, Cancers. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys soon. Bye.